Greetings and salutations, one and all. How you doing? Facebook Live. It's been a minute, I know. But due to some circumstances beyond my control, I are here. I want to say big ups to each and everyone locked in right now. Those tuned in on TuneIn Radio, the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, Rockbox.net, the Foundation Radio Network, and across the pond, One Harmony Radio. Top of the morning to you guys over there in the UK, and all the affiliate stations that we don't even know about. Hey, love you anyway. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. I promise you, I wouldn't even try.
Put a woman in front and a man behind. Shake it thing, girl, you come to wine. Roll your hips and shake your spine. Any girl can wine, is a waste of time. Put your hands in the air and shake it. Bend like you want, break it. Make the man them take it. Hey, Lions, Leon, Caldero, let's go.
Kicking off the show, that Leon Caldero, Faye and Lions. New music called Shake It.
Day by day, jam in Brooklyn.
We out on the show.
That is where I met Evelyn.
Jam in the show.
I couldn't resist when I see this Yankee girl. I see she coming down for the carnival. She say I want to learn how to get on west. And if I don't get the rest, the woman go laugh at us. Evelyn girl, you don't have no problem. When you get the secret, you go out shine. Put your hand in the air and shake it. Come like if you don't care and shake it. Put your bouncy down low and shake it. Rock it to and fro and shake it. After a shake to make it sweeter. To teaspoon of wine to make you feel fine. Three things of bacchanal without the sun girl. So now you can shake it. Shake it.
Roll your hips and shake your spine. Any girl can wine, is a waste of time. Put your hands in the air and shake it. Bend like you want, break it. Make the man them take it.
Like the girl, she ain't have no tempo.
Cause she whining slow.
Or maybe she have a corn and she big toe.
Why she moving slow?
Tell her when you hear you come down to Trinidad. You have to know how to get on real man. She say I want to learn how to get on wassy.
How to wine,
This will be the rest.
how to roll.
Do that one last thing for me. This soca jam is a great invention. So when you talk this time, I go pay attention. Put your hand in the air and shake it. Jam like if you don't care and shake it. Put your bouncy down low and shake it.
Oh, we about to shake it.
Rock it to and fro and shake it. After a sugar to make it sweeter. To teaspoon
I want to say thank you to Pulse Media Group for sponsoring this segment of the show. When being in the moment is priceless, you definitely want to give them a link. 754-999-6020. That's the number that gets you in touch. PulseEMG.com.
After a sugar to make it sweeter. To teaspoon of wine to make it feel fine. 3 things of bacchanal without the sun girl. So now you can.
Good evening to the friends in the exchange, in the chat, on the live. A special guest for the evening is currently in the chat. And a special greetings to Melody. Welcome. On the line is none other than the man who tonight we say farewell until later on. Every now and then we get to a point where we have to transition to do some other things. And on the line, I have our legal advisor to the diaspora, Owen K. Ferguson. Owen, greetings.
Okay. Greetings, man. Thanks for having me.
It is a bittersweet moment
Okay.
because it's the last legal segment to the diaspora with you,
Right.
and you know, like I was saying, you know, sometimes we just got to move on to some other things because that is where we're called.
Yeah, transitions happen, and
Yes.
life moves on,
Yeah. So this is really one of those shows, one of those segments where we say thank you, Owen. Thank you for all that you have brought to us, all that you have shared with us. It's truly appreciated.
But thank you too. I mean, I've benefited from this exposure as well. It's been great to be of assistance to some folks. So,
Yeah,
you know.
I'll especially miss M16 there, the security feature in the background.
Yes, yes, always on guard, man, ready to go.
But I- you have some parting legal advice for us before you cut on out.
Well, the thing is, we are very clear that the profession is absolutely a vital need for many persons who, especially those who are outside of Jamaica and have matters in Jamaica.
Yes.
So really, what you want to do is to just ensure that we are very clear about how we go about selecting someone to assist you with your matters, and generally how you conduct your legal matters. So those probably would be the themes around which I want to close out this sojourn here.
Cool. You know, it's always important to be aware.
Right.
And to recognize that not because you're overseas, it doesn't mean that you can't connect with those in Jamaica to take care of your legal matters, and that there's someone like you who's available.
Right.
And even if you can't do it, you will contact, you'll do your best to put the potential client in touch
Right.
with the right person who can.
Yeah, well, sure. I'm always within reach. This doesn't change my practice, my daily operations. So,
Right.
I continue to serve in that regard. And if somebody reaches out, I'd be happy to assist. Not an issue. And I look forward to continuing to give that kind of assistance.
Yeah, man, it is much loved. It is much loved. If you would also give your contact information again, because you're not doing the legal segment doesn't mean that people not going to reach out. We want people to reach out.
Sure. All right, sure. So my email address is my full name, Owen K. Ferguson @hotmail.com. If you prefer Gmail, I would like mail will come to that email address as well, owenkferguson@gmail.com. And my telephone number 876-840-5862. That's 876-840-5862.
Much respect, sir. And I know we will still be in touch, but
For sure.
on behalf of the listeners and the night shift, we do want to wish you all the best in and on your future endeavors.
Thank you, sir. And to the listeners and yourself. I'll still be a listener, by the way. All the best as well. Appreciate the opportunity, and it was real. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, all right. Much love. As usual, give my love to the family. Y'all take
Very
care. We will be in
Yes,
touch.
man. All right, good. Take care, Kev.
All right, blessings. Owen K. Ferguson, or I guess at this point would say the formal advisor to the diaspora. Yeah, like I said, bittersweet moments. That's kind of how it goes sometimes when we move on to different things. But we were that much better to have him here on our platform to share with us and to give us advice as it relates to those things legal. But it's still a good day. It's the beginning of the night shift week. I get to hang out with y'all. And in a few moments to connect with my special guest for the evening, Miss Novelty, who I had been in contact with for a while, but never had the privilege of meeting until recently. Though it was short, I still had the opportunity to be in her presence, and I have pictures to prove it. You may not have seen it, but there are pictures to prove it. But before we get into that, I want to give you this. To probably help if I... Okay, cool. Yeah, this is what I want to give you. The sound of Leray, featuring Smooth. Yeah, with a V, not TH. It's called For Your Love.
You and I know we'll last. Don't worry about the exes, baby, in the past. I promise I will give you everything you ask. Give me your attention and I'll make it worldwide. I would do anything. You make nobody sing. Come on and take my for real. For your love, I would give you all control. You have my mind and full. I need your love, make me whole. For your
If it's real love, I'ma want you. Sun up or sun down, I gotta call you. I'ma keep you close to me as long as you loyal. Like some old milk in the fridge, I'ma spoil you. Always on my mind, girl, you know I adore you. I'm your king, you my queen, now we royal. Gotta make the love overflow.
Wait, hold on. Did you hear what Smooth just said? Like some old milk in the fridge, I'ma spoil you.
If it's real love, I'ma want you. Sun up or sun down, I gotta call you. I'ma keep you close to me as long as you loyal. Like some old milk in the fridge, I'ma spoil you. Always on my mind, girl,
Yo.
I adore you. I'm your king, you my queen, now we royal. Gotta make the love overflow till it boil you. Came into my life, everything was like a dream to me. Words can't express how much you mean to me. FaceTime trying on Vicky C for me. A lot of your friends don't want you to be with me. Trying to make it to the ring, build a team with me. I need your love, I don't think I get enough of it. Understand, I don't want you with another man. Your right hand better be in your future plans. Never thought it'd be us, but now we more than
Are you
friends.
all over? I need more. Why you staying in my life? Every time I see you, feel me body broke out in a hype. This I love you just so strong. Me have to wonder if I crap. If I jealous, then it means that me have to do the time. My love for you is real. I just want you to know how I feel. Your broken heart, baby, I will heal. Come on, baby, you know that I am a big deal.
You know I need you, just hope you need me. Hit the beach, catch the sea breeze, you in bikini. Make a wish, anything you want, cause I'm your genie. See what I see, that can trust and believe me. You know I need you, just hope you need me. Hit the beach, catch the sea breeze, you in bikini. Make a wish, anything you want, cause I'm your genie. Trust and believe
For
me.
your love, I would do anything. You make nobody sing. Come on and take my heart for real. For your love, I would give you all control. You have my mind unfold. I need your love, make me whole. For your love, I'll do anything for your love. For your love, gotta be bad. I'll do anything, gotta be strong.
Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fear. Stand up and be counted. Don't be afraid to try. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day.
Hey, Loris.
Hello.
Gotta be bad.
Hello.
Why are you cutting out on me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Hi.
Novelty.
I'm telling you in the flesh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the one and only, the unmistakable, the... Oh my goodness, the accolades just keep on going. I don't have time. I don't have the words. I don't have...
Keep
Ladies and
going.
gentlemen.
I'm enjoying listening to you. I like all the descriptive words.
And there they are. The
Lord Jesus,
the
that's where you get that picture from.
Novelty. This is one cup of tea you want to always have. Boy,
How
oh boy.
are you doing, Mr. Kevin Stew?
I am well. I am better than well right now.
Well, I'm watching you grinning from ear to ear. You look like you're well.
You see, in times like these, I really should have you on video also. Because
No.
you see, you get to blow up my spot, but I don't get to blow up yours. But it's okay. It's okay. I want to say greetings to all those who are tuned in on the Facebook Live, and of course those on TuneIn Radio, the Night Shift to DJ
Yes,
Kevin Stew, rockthebox.net, the Foundation Radio Network, One Harmony Radio across the pond, and the ones that I'm not familiar with that are tuned in also. Big ups to you. Novelty. Where
Yes,
do
sir.
we begin? First of all, it was such a pleasure meeting you in person. Can I tell you?
Oh, indeed. Indeed. Yes. Absolutely. I felt like I met you a long time ago, but we were just meeting.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. We were connected for quite a while, but
Yes.
that meeting in person just really solidified everything.
Yes. It's always good. You kind of get the energy of the person, yeah?
Yeah, and you really find out, is this energy real or is it something that they put on just for show?
You tell me.
No, your energy real.
Yeah, man. It's very good to see you, man. You briefly stopped by. I really appreciated that. I know you couldn't stay for the show, but it was
Right.
nice that you took the time and stopped by, and we get to kind of just hug and,
Yeah.
that was nice.
That was a real pleasure.
Yeah, man. We're having a little delay, just so you know, when you cut out every now and again, so I might be a
Really?
little slow. Yes, something going on with the phones, but I'm hearing you all right. It's just a little bit delay sometimes.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right, so where does novelty begin?
Wow. Boy, you want me to go all the way back, man. I'm not gonna give away all of
Listen,
that, but
first thing you need to
novelty,
understand,
born and raised.
first thing you need to understand when you come on this show, it it is your show. That's the first thing. And
All
in
right,
order
let me
for it
put
to
up
be
my
your show, people have to get to know you.
exactly.
So, at what point did novelty start to be novelty? But
Well,
before you go there, you have to set up who you are to get to novelty.
all right. Well, novelty, born and raised, Kingston, Jamaica.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, Kingston, Jamaica. Not, I'm not from any other fancy, way out
Listen, like everybody else.
parishes that everybody else come from.
The
All the
Westmoreland and the
musicians come from
Spanish Town
Clarendon, and
and
yes,
yeah.
yes. So
Mm.
I'm from Kingston. Born and raised in Kingston. Went to primary school in Mona Heights, Mona Primary.
Okay, nice.
Yes, and then I went to Excelsior High.
Mm-hmm.
Did my time there, like you would say, and been in Jamaica, moving around the circle for a little bit, singing and so forth, working, doing the usual thing, but always singing from high school. Singing in festivals, the high school competition festivals,
Right, right.
singing in church. I grew up in church.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a church girl. And just always doing something with the music, and singing around the North Coast, hanging out with friends. Notably a friend of mine, Tommy Ricketts, in Jamaica. He quite a an impressive artist.
Mm-hmm.
He more or less encouraged me from a young age. We were friends together from like 12, and he had his own program on the TV when he was like 14, and he's always been doing music. So he, encouraged me, and he's like, you have a voice, you should really sing. So
Mm-hmm.
we started singing from school days and coming up, and you know, matured to an older age, and we started singing together in a band, and enter festival songs together. He had a song in the early 90s, singing one of the festival songs that he entered, and I was his sidekick, and we traveled around. We did the Miss Jamaica beauty pageant. Then we were the main act for the night, singing. It,
Nice.
I'm. Let's put it this way. I'm not just a come.
Right?
Yes, I've been in the business for a while. Singing around the North Coast, doing those things, and then I migrated to South Florida, where my musical career kind of picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little synopsis of novelty. Now you said where novelty came from. Obviously, I came from Novelet Fellows, which is clear on my Facebook post.
Right.
But novelty is the name that I have been known by from I started singing, and that
How you
was a
got that name?
result of this. Well, here's the thing: the same guy, Tommy Ricketts, that I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you about, singer, artist, poet. He, I think, is one of the founding members of Poets in Unity.
Okay.
Um, and together we used to hang out, do poetry, and songs, write songs, sing and whatnot. Well, he said to me one day, you're not, you don't look like a novelet. You're more like a novelty. And I said, "Ooh, that sounds good." And he says, "Yeah, you should use that name, novelty." So from the moment I started singing, we just called me Novelty, and I figured, well, I need to spell it in a creative way, so I came up with the spelling Novelty. Now,
As usual.
yeah, most people think, they think, well, my first name is Novel, and then my last name start with T, but
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not Novelet T or anything like that. It's just a spin on the word novelty. So yeah, and like I said, back then we were doing a lot of commercials, and we were mostly working in studio doing ads and singing jingles for different stations. And I
Right,
mean,
right.
yeah, we've been doing a lot of work, just mostly, behind the scenes until I got here in Florida, and I decided to just, be my own upfront artist.
So you mentioned that you grew up in church singing also.
Yeah, from I was a kid, I've been doing, and when you go to school in Jamaica, it's kind of, Jamaican schools are kind of centered around religious
Yes.
activities, and so when I got to high school at 11 or 12, I mean by that time I was very very churched, very into church, and
Mm-hmm.
singing and being on the choir, oftentimes the youngest member of the choir because I just wanted to sing.
Right.
And so that's where I got my roots, and I still do sing. I'm still in the church. I still go to church. I still observe my beliefs, and
Right.
yeah. So yeah, that's where I started out.
Do you get a lot of support from your church family?
Yes, well, my friends and family and those who are in the church, they support me a lot, and they're very respectful of what I do and the talents, and very encouraging to me. So I'm very lucky in that respect. Very blessed.
Because not it's not all the time that artists that grew up in church and go out and look to earn from using up their gifts
Well,
that they get that support.
yeah, and that's a whole another level of conversation for a different time because it,
Yeah.
it depends on your level of education as a person in the church. And when I say education, I don't just mean schooling. Your level of understanding and how you see music.
Right.
Yeah. So for me, it's all a positive thing.
All right. 30 minutes after the hour, we're going to take a quick little break.
Yeah, man.
Big ups to you guys in the chat room. Glad to have you. Those of you just listening in and want to share with Novelty, 773-789-STEW is the number that gets you in touch. 773-789-7839. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to talk some more. We're getting to know Novelty and the novelty of it all. We'll be right back.
Pulsey Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulsey Media Group.
Roll out with Island Rock Music and have fun. Check out the quality apparel at islandrockmusic.com. Designed for you and your crew. Hear the music, feel the breeze, with selected tracks and more. Available now from the online store at islandrockmusic.com. islandrockmusic.com. Log on today and ride with us.
Stepping, these are roots vibrations. Stepping.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, That Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com, your links to worship and praise.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Zeal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift.
Why is my life so filled with pain? Why won't the sun shine through the rain? I thought I knew the way through this endless maze. I've been here already. Why can't I find the way? Is there no end to my darkened days? For I see no rainbow through this haze. I thought that honesty would lead me through, but I guess that's a dream that won't come true. Why is my life so filled with pain? Why won't the sun shine through the rain? I thought I knew the way through this endless maze. I've been here already. Why can't I find the way? They say that love will save the day. Love will always find a way. But is love the reason why I now hang my head and cry? Why is my life so filled with pain? Why won't the sun shine through the rain? I thought I knew the way through this endless maze. I've been here already. Why can't I find the way? Faced with a choice, should I think twice? Should I let you go or hold on for dear life? Though it hurts, I know what to do. Just open the door, let you go through. Why is my life so filled with
Track in the background is called Find the Way. I want to say thanks to GMAT Music Solutions for sponsoring this segment of the show, providing you with services for your live event. 754-307 GMAT gets you into 754-307-4622, or reach out to them gmatmusicsolutions.com.
Why won't the sun shine?
Why won't the sun shine through the rain? Why indeed? I guess we can ask Novelet why. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Novelty. Wait a minute, what is going on here? You know, I noticed some things, some little things going on with my broadcast software, and I kind of have to raise an eyebrow with it, but I won't raise my eyebrow too much. We'll just go through and work with it. Welcome back to the show. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew and my super special co-host. Actually, no, it's a novelty show. I'm facilitating. That's what it is. I want to say welcome to some people in the chat room. Some of these people, I haven't had the occasion to interact with them a whole lot, and I suspect that you're the one bringing them.
Yes, I suspect somewhat, yes. I got some new faces there. I want to say hello to everyone, though. I see some regulars that I've seen before, and I see some new faces. So hi, everyone, again.
It's all because of you, you know. All because of you. They're here because of you.
I am blessed and I am honored. I really am. I truly am. I always enjoy, popping into the chat rooms and interacting with, the folks in the room. I visit Melissa's show oftentimes. I
Yes.
see Melissa watching on the side there. Miss
Yes.
Lady Song, Melissa Jane. I see Melody and the Howard Perry and Marlon and a couple of people, Loris Coke. Mitchie Bella, welcome. I think it's the first time for you here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I always like to come in and interact, with the fans and with people. It's just something I do. Sometimes I pop into the different internet stations and just link with them, and I kind of feel grounded that way when I'm closer to the people that actually are listening to the music. And I
Well-
interact with them and I chat with them and hear what they think, and they feel comfortable around me.
Yes.
With the chat and
Yes.
the real.
And that's the thing, when you connect, when you get the opportunity to connect with people like that, you just have to be grateful for it, and to let people know that this is me, and they can reach out to you and they can say a quick hello or a wave or whatever it is. Not because you're an artist or a show host like myself. Some people tend to think that, they're over there, you can't really approach them, you don't really have access. No. We're people too.
Right.
Because
Because they're the ones that are actually putting you in the spotlight because they're
Yes.
playing your stuff.
yes,
And they're listening to your stuff.
yes, indeed. Now, talking about listening to your stuff, you've been doing music, you said, since pretty much your teen days.
Since me idea my knee.
I know it then in your head.
And I grow much taller since.
But the songs that you do, I notice you've done some covers, but you have some original pieces. Do you write your own music?
Yes. Most, at least all the originals that you've heard so far, like the one you've played there, yes, I do pen them when I get the inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I write my own stuff. Some of them come very easy. Some of them you have to dig a little deeper. And it depends on sometimes where you're at in your life and what's going on at the time. Sometimes it just comes out in a few seconds. You have a song, and well, that's exaggerating, not few seconds, but you know what I mean. But then there are other times when it's days or even weeks, because I get one line and then I'm like, what am I going to do with that? And it develops over time. But yes, I do write. my own lyrics, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those prolific writers that just sit down and write a song every day. But mine is, like I said, it comes from inspiration and particular moments, and and if I think hard enough and dig, I'm sure I can come up with a song at any time I want. But I guess I've not been that kind of writer. I'm more, internalize and mull over things, and out
Right,
of that,
right, right. You know,
Big Ben Washington in the room, big up.
I remember. Um, you said Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn Washington just popped in.
Oh, big ups,
I'm
Glenn.
spying on the room.
I haven't spoken to Glenn in a minute.
Yes.
Um,
Novelty in the house.
right? You bring out some people, boy. Let me tell you. But so a song like this one that I just played, "Find the Way."
hmm
Is there a story behind that song?
You just want to come talk about my business, but yes.
You see, I just ask a question,
You just want to come expose me. Listen, like I said, everything is born out of experience most of the time for me.
Yes.
And I was going through a particularly difficult time, a transition in my life, where I had a little relationship problem,
Boy. You see, why people must call it problems?
because at the end of the day, it turned out to be a blessing. But
See?
at the time, you thought it was a problem. Yes, Glenn, I see you. Love you too. But it was really. I felt like I was in a maze, like I was running around in a maze, and I was thinking, well, I know I've been down this road before, so why can't I find a way? And then, out of that came, I'm just gonna write about it and get it out of my system, and it worked. So yeah, I was going through a little thing there, and I was kind of caught, like you'd say, caught on a straight, betwixt two, you don't know which road you want to go to,
Yes.
and you felt a little bit confused, and writing it in a song just kind of releases it, So yeah, that's where that came from. And that years ago, I wrote, that's about 1997. Yeah, I wrote that a long time before I decided to record it.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been on the paper for a long time, and it finally came out in 2016.
But you see, this just goes to show,
Uh-huh.
Music, it doesn't die. When your idea, as long as and even when you record it, that just definitely makes sure that you just made it immortal. But
Right.
and it's typically relevant, especially when you're doing a song about relationships, because if there's one thing that is constant, is people have relationships. People meet, people fall in love, people have issues in love.
Yeah.
People don't have
They
issues
get
unless they're in love.
hurt.
Kind of a deal.
Right.
Sometimes you get hurt, sometimes it gets fixed, and
Right. And sometimes you do the hurting.
right. Whether
Yeah.
willingly or knowingly or not.
Yes.
Yeah, these things happen. I have a show for that. Don't worry. That's Wednesday's show.
Watch out oh, you sound like we have an app for that.
Well, I try to cover the bases in life, Yeah. So my Monday night is my community and finance, and reaching out to the community right now.
Right. Well, I'm sure the community is familiar with love and losses.
Oh yes. They just don't know why. Which is why I have the Wednesday show. We talk about interpersonal
So
relationships.
you're gonna address it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
But
Yeah, man. So that's where that came from.
okay. So you recorded this in 2016 along with a few other songs.
Yes. Well, actually released in 2016 because I think I started. Yeah, it took me a couple of years to put the whole album together. So
Hmm.
I'm not quite sure at what point that was actually recorded, but somewhere between 2014 2016.
And that is the Born to Love You album.
The Born to Love You album, yes.
Now, let me ask you this. You said you're not one of those writers that would end up in a situation and just start writing, and boom, here comes a song, or one like one melody. Melissa had on her show that she presented with a telephone book. I'm not going to call it a name, but it's my brethren. Big ups.
Breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, something just cuts out. I'm not sure if it's
I
an interference.
I tell you.
Mm.
Listen, first I should let you know I didn't warn you. There's some gremlins that roam around with
Oh,
my show.
that's what that is. Yes, okay. I'm
Yeah.
familiar with them.
Yes, man. I have them too. And they're showing out in a very special way tonight.
Yeah, they know it's a good thing gonna happen, so they're trying to
Yeah, but
interfere.
try. They still can't stop us.
Definitely.
So, I mentioned Melissa Jane having Hezron on her show and presenting him with a telephone book. And he just
Mhm.
sang the book. Now, you said that it will take you a little bit of time sometimes to do some writing. When you did the Born to Love You album,
Mhm.
you had a mixture of some covers and some originals on there. And you
Right.
said it took you a while to put that album together.
Mhm.
Give us a little bit of a background towards in the process of putting that project together.
I'm sorry, say the first word to give you a background of.
Putting that project together. Give us a
Mhm.
little story behind it.
Okay. Well, listen, I have a manager, producer, husband, partner, bouncer, road crew, all in one. This is
You
this is
lucky
my
E?
my significant other. I'm telling you, he's all of those things. If you know him and you met him,
Yes, big up, sir.
he is my number one supporter
Yes.
and fan. And everybody needs that person who kind of pushes them and lets them know that, okay, I'm there with you, let's do this. So, that's kind of how it started because I've always been singing and I've been singing live. I was a part of all kind of bands in South Florida, big bands, small bands, just a lot of singing and performing. But at the end of the day, you didn't have anything to show of your own because you're so busy working with the bands,
Right,
singing
right.
live. So he knew that I had some songs written, and from way back in the early 2000s, we said we were gonna start recording, but various things happened, and we just didn't get everything we wanted to do done.
Mm-hmm.
But in 2012, we decided we're gonna start laying down some things, just start doing it as we go along. And he encouraged me, and he decided he was going to produce the whole thing for me. Just let's do it. And so that's how it started. He really encouraged me, and so I have to big up Howard Perry Ricketts. He's my producer, promoter, manager, trumpet player
Mm-hmm.
extraordinary. He has his own album, you know everything.
Yes.
So I think I hear you playing music there in the background. So yeah, that's how it started, and I started with some songs I had before, and I started writing some more, and then we had some covers that I had I liked, that I wanted to do, and that's how we got into it. So we decided to fully go for it like around 2012,
Right, right, right.
Mhm. And I wrote, I think the first one that was released was Born to Love You. I wrote Boom Boom,
Mm.
Came, and we just kept going from there and just keep adding. And of course, life interrupts you, so you have to do all
Right.
kinds of different things, and so you get delayed here and there. But eventually, we got it out. So, um, and we interacted and got together with a studio up in Boca,
Mm-hmm.
with an awesome creator, musician, engineer called Mikey Basie from Hookshop Studios
Right.
in Boca,
Mm-hmm.
Boca Raton, up there in Palm Beach. And so
Yes.
together we all kind of just collaborated and put our heads together. And you know, when I came up with the songs, we went there and we laid down and we got his input, and he's very creative. So we got different musicians to come in and
Mm-hmm.
lend
Mm-hmm.
their skills to different instruments and whatnot. So, and we just did it. It just kept going until it was done.
How long did it take from start from Howard said,
On and
"Listen,
off.
come, we're gonna do this." Till
Yeah, on and off. It took us 4 years. It took us 4 years.
wow.
We did the 11 songs,
Mm-hmm.
all at once, and then we did other songs in between, and other projects in between, and he had his project as well going on at the same time. So we did the two albums within the 4 years.
People would say that's a long time to put one album together.
Yeah, for them, but for me, it's it is what it is. Some people take 20 years. I actually know people that take 20 years.
Wow.
It just depends on what you're doing and
Mm-hmm.
when you're doing it and what the circumstances are and what you intend to. Like for me, I tend to kind of be a perfectionist, and it doesn't always come out the way you want it the first time. And
Right.
I'm not gonna just do something and throw it out there because oh yeah, I'm just knock out a song tonight. I'm maybe I need to be more like that, but I am not. I'm not, and if that's what people are gonna expect from me, I think about what I'm doing carefully. It
Mm-hmm.
has to sound right to me. If I sing it and I don't like the way I sing it, I'm going to sing it over. I'm not just gonna throw it out there. Sometimes I have a little fight with people because if I don't like the way it sounds and they insist on putting it out there, then it's going to be an issue. Because
Right.
I want to always be the best version of me. Because I think as an artist, you have to always sound your best. And
Hey, you only get one chance for a first impression.
exactly. And it's going to be there forever. You can't undo it. You can't take it back. So if I'm doing a song and I'm going to sing it till it's right, and I'm not going to tell you, oh, I just go in there and knock it out and it was perfect. Some songs come out like that, but other songs, you listen to it and you tweak, and we're great editors. We edit,
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
edit,
Mm-hmm.
we listen to it. We'll listen to that song for a week and then go back to the studio and change it. We don't just go in and knock it out and oh yeah man, we can always fix that. No, that's not how we work. So
Yeah,
you
that's truly being a perfectionist right here.
you really have to listen, because not only are we into the music, but into the singing, but also the musicality of it.
Mm-hmm.
The instrumentation, what it sounds like, how it blends, how it mixes, how easy it is on the ear. Is this part of it annoying? You really have to
Right.
really edit your stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not just a 1-2 knock it out, punch, boom. You know, I'm, I think about it a lot. So yeah, but the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the more your ears get tuned. So of course it's gonna get easier. And that was my first album. I have 14 or 15 songs out there, and not a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people have that many songs out there either.
Right.
So I think it's a good accomplishment,
So
even if it's,
as you were putting the album together, you were releasing 1 and 2 tracks.
exactly. You release 1 and 2, and then I think I put about 5 out just to get get the feel out there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I put the entire album out, including the first few that I had released.
Okay. Now, I'll say this. I didn't really get a chance to sit down and chat with Howard. Um, He plays my very first instrument.
A trumpet.
Yeah, that was the very first instrument I played.
Nice.
It is not my first love instrument, but it's the very first instrument I played.
Mhm. And what do you play normally?
What makes you say that I play?
'Cause you said the first instrument, so you obviously play others. Hey, it's my show,
I,
you know. I conduct in the interview too.
you know what? You have a point there. So I'll say it is my very first brass instrument.
Ah,
And in my time, I have played 4 brass instruments.
so you like brass, okay.
Well, I grew up in the Salvation Army, and brass is a Salvation Army thing.
Ah, that's true. That's true.
Yes. So, but drums are my first love.
Ah,
Yeah.
you keep the beat going, huh?
Some ways, shape, or form. And it's kind of funny because that's how I end up connecting with Melissa Jean through
Ah.
playing the drums. But
Okay.
that's another story.
Which day is that gonna be? Wednesday?
No, that's a Monday night story still.
Oh, okay, all right.
But it's your show, so you get the spotlight.
So what else do you wanna know?
Well, now it's actually the quick break time.
Okay.
Top of the hour. Inviting those who have not done so yet to bring on a friend, call somebody, tell them to come on over, and to remind you that you do have the opportunity to talk to Novelet. You can ask her a question, or you don't know her as that, Novelty.
Yes, funny enough, no, they don't know me as novelty. They know me as novelty in the industry.
Right. So
So we stick with novelty.
yeah, we'll work with Novelty.
Yeah, we can work with that.
I don't have a problem with it. We're gonna take a quick break. You can call, you can text. I encourage you to call though. 773-789-STEW. Number easy to remember. 773-789-7839. So we're gonna take a quick little break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more because Novelty is holding out on us. I don't know if you can tell, but you get her talking about this music thing, and she starts opening up. So we'll see what else we can get her to open up about with this music and in the music industry. See what I tell you? Once I mention music industry, here it goes. The eyes open wide and she perk up a little bit. We'll be right back after these few messages. You ready for it, Novelty?
Are we off?
No, we're not off yet. I'm just asking if you're ready for it when we come back.
Ready? Okay.
Because
what
we
you
only
gonna
have
ready-
half
what-
an hour
what you
more,
gonna
you know.
throw at me?
We only have half an hour more because I want. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, you know.
Yeah, man, we can chat. I like chatting about the songs and how they come about and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, we still haven't touched like my number one song, Boom Boom, and them other songs.
Oh no, we're getting there. We're squeezing it in the next half hour. We'll get in there.
'Cause that one, I can tell you, that one came out boom 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 1 2 3, and that was done. You know that song.
Wait, hold it. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. And if you go somewhere, bring somebody back with you. We'll be right back. When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
I'm in almost every school bus in classroom. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm 1 out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me. We are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
Hey, I'm representing for DJ Kevin Stew, working on the night shift radio show. Won't go changing like the weather, just to please the devil never. Will DJ Kevin Stew sell his soul? That's a word and honor. It's Christine representing word and honor. Selassie DJ Kevin Stew.
I see this categorically. I see this fundamentally. Oh, stop it.
Every time I see your face, every time I hear your name, every time I see you smile, my heart goes boom, 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 boom. Every time I hear your voice, every time you say my name, every time you touch my face, my heart goes boom, 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 boom. No one else can love me like you do, boy. No one else can make me feel the way you do. No one else can hold me tight, and no one else can squeeze me right. No one makes my heart skip a beat like you do. Boom, 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 boom. Every time I see your face, every time I hear your name, every time I see you smile, my heart goes boom, 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 boom. Every time you hold my hand, every time you kiss my cheek, every time you pull me close, my heart goes boom, 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 boom. No one else can love me like you do, boy. No one else can make me feel the way you do. No one else can hold me tight, and no one else can do me right. No one makes my heart skip a beat like you do. I wanna lay my head up on your chest. I wanna feel your body next to mine. I wanna hear your heartbeat in my ear. I wanna hear it. I wanna hear it. I wanna hear it go.
I'm sure just about everybody can relate to that boom 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 feeling.
Every time I see you,
Definitely. Definitely. If your heart not going boom boom, you're not alive.
Right? But sometimes you get a little extra boom, 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 boom in there. You know, you come across certain people. You wonder what is really going on here. You know, they might not physically be there. You know, they walk. You get a whiff of a perfume or a
And the
cologne.
heart, the heartbeat just double up.
Yeah, and you're like, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah,
Or
boom, boom, boom.
you see a picture, you see the name, and you say, ah, boy. But you have a particular story behind this one.
Yes, this song resonates with a lot of people. It's actually to date it has been like my number one song.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people love this song and they identify with it. For me, it was I always wanted to write a song about the heart, and about how you feel when you're in love. And I decided that I was gonna write it one day when I was driving, and I started
Really?
I was driving the thought came to my head. I thought about how I felt every time a certain person would come near me. I know my heart kind of get, kind of interact a little bit more with the beat start getting all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So anyway,
Uh-huh.
but I always was fascinated by the heart and the whole mechanism and how it reacts,
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided I was gonna write a song. I wanted to write a song about the heart and the heartbeat, but I wasn't sure where I was gonna go with it. But so I was driving, and how South Florida traffic is. It can really be testing on your nerves.
Yes.
So I decided to just chill and start thinking about the song, what I was gonna write, and I started hearing the boom 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 coming, and I said, yeah, I just took up my phone and start talking into it, recording, and the words started to come. Every time I see your face, every time I hear your name. Every time I see you smile, my heart goes boom, and I just threw down some words. And then as I got home that night, I just sat at the table. I couldn't wait. I ran to the table and just start writing it. And that was one of the songs that just flew out of me like water. It just came and I just wrote it like boom right there in one night,
Nice.
And all the words, it just came, and then I worked a little bit on the organization of it and where I wanted to put certain melodies over, a period of time, a few days. But the whole song was written that night, and it kind of gave me a warm feeling inside because it kind of emanated from what I was really feeling. And then when I think about how you really feel when you're in love and how your heart flutters, or when you just care about somebody deeply,
Yes,
and
yes.
you just feel that heartbeat, you feel close to them. And so, it just kind of came, but it became a fun song too,
Well, yeah, it is nice and light and bouncy.
Exactly, and I just feel happy every time I hear it, and I feel it just make me feel nice. So, and again, true to the song, just the way it was written, in one shot. I went to the studio, and that was one of the songs that I sang in one shot. Boom,
Nice.
you just sing it once and it just came out right, and then you added the little touches here and there afterwards. But that was one of that song. It just had a vibe, and it just had something that it was just right from the beginning, and a lot of people really like it. So and it kind of did well. It went really far on the charts, in the Foundation Radio chart there in New York with Clinton Linsley. It went to number 3 in the Florida charts for his his lineup, and I think it went to 6 in New York, and it was on the chart for like 20 weeks for a while, So it got good response, and the radio stations down here got good response from it. WAVS radio with John T. At one point he said it was one of the most requested song in the morning. He was playing it every morning, and people were requesting it, and he liked it, and the fans liked it, and yeah, so it's just a nice feel good song.
Which song went to number one on rockthebox.net, Millie?
I don't know. Did one of my songs go to number one?
Did it?
I would love to have heard it. I can't keep up with everything. I know Rock the Box was in love with a couple of the songs that it did. I know he liked my version of Going Home. I'm Going Home. It went
Going Home, yeah.
The last time I think it was number 5. I'm not sure. To be honest, I can't keep up sometimes.
I
But I'll take number 1, whichever it is, even if Melissa is dreaming. Melissa, I will take it. I don't care what number it was.
Hey, listen. Some people live to.
Oh, let me big up a friend of mine in the room. I see Lee Hammond. That's our friend over in Canada. That's how we call you again. I get so used to his real name that I can't remember his fake name. Librock.
Okay.
That's Librock. I see Marie Rodney, a friend of mine. Oh, a lot of people. Bobby Simpson, friend and family.
Nice.
Guys,
welcome you guys to the show. Welcome to the night shift.
Yes, welcome to our show.
Yes, it's the novelty show right here on the night shift. I'm just facilitating. So if you have and if you know anybody that want to get to know novelty a little bit better, go ahead.
Just have your people call my people.
In fact, you can call right now. 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839. And thanks to JTMC for sponsoring this segment of the show. JTMC provides services like entertainment bookings and promotions, event management and social media. And big ups to JTMC and happy birthday to Joanna Marie. All right, so we digress. Novelty and music. Where do you see novelty and novelty music going in the next few years?
I knew you were going to ask that, And I thought about it. And, I've oftentimes been asked that. Where you
let's see if you are the same place as me. Let me see if you're the same place as me.
Okay. So I thought about it because, you always say, the easiest thing to do is to say, well, in the next few years, I want to have a number 1 or I want to, hit the chart. I want to, and yes, all of that is good.
Mm-hmm.
But, when I stop to think about it, these days I'm kind of living each moment.
Yes.
Like each day, I'm giving each day my best. Like I'm expecting, what do I want out of this day? And each day I accomplish something that I want to accomplish for that day.
Mm-hmm.
We stress ourselves out a lot of times. Kind of, you have your general goals, but to kind of just be focused on what you want 5 years from now, then you forget to live today.
Right.
Is a little bit. I'm rethinking that,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yes, I would love to be not just few years from now or not just 10 years from now. Now, I would love to have success today in what I'm doing today.
Right.
I would love for people to connect with me, connect with my music, get to know me on a different level, get to appreciate what it is that I'm doing. And I'd like to achieve all of that today. So if I met one person today,
mm-hmm.
that likes what I did and what they heard today, then I've achieved the goals for today. And I would love to leave my mark, you know, when that time comes when I'm no longer able to do what I love, then everything that I've done would have made a mark and have touched somebody's life in some way, in some positive way, whether it is from a live performance. Sometimes it's not just being successful with, okay, I make a big record and a big contract and and I make it big.
Right.
But you go to a little nursing home and you sing something for somebody, or you go to a tea party and you give a performance of your life, and you touch somebody's life right there, and you've changed them. Sometimes you bring somebody back from the brink of doing something disastrous. And I've had those experiences where somebody said, I needed to hear that.
Right.
So
and it makes it
that's
all
where
worth it again, right?
All worth it. So that's where my focus is. It's all great to be a big time star and superstar, and I really would take that this minute, because everybody's working towards that. But it's hard to say, 5 years on the road I want to be this. What do I want to be now? What do I want to be this minute and today and tomorrow? So that's how I look at it.
You are the very same place where I am. That's how I see it. I do this 3 nights a week.
Yeah.
And I just live for that moment, that night.
Right. Because we forget to live when we start looking too far ahead.
Yeah, I remember someone reaching out to me and saying, this show, I've been following you for a few years now in the quiet. I didn't mention anything to you, but don't you want to take this somewhere else, to one of the networks or so? And I'm like, really and truly, I'm networking right now. And
yes,
I feel I am where I'm supposed to be.
Exactly. You're doing what you love, and you're not doing it for just because you want to get X out of it.
Yeah. It would be good to get some little extra something out of it.
Definitely. But that's not what motivates you. What motivates you is what how you make people feel when you're doing it.
And when I hear from some distant corner of a room somebody saying, "Yo, that show that you did and you talk about," I'm like, oh, somebody was listening. Yes.
Yes.
And you get it. Yes.
Right. Absolutely. So yes, I want to make it, in the industry and whatnot. But, like I said, you have to know, you have to kind of choose your path. And,
Yes.
and like my mother said, on every pan knock, you're dead. Yes.
Right there with you. So to get to this point, I know you have had your ups and your downs.
Yes.
Which leads me to ask you about your most recent release, Tough Like a Diamond.
Yes. Tough, bigness.
No. That is a tough.
Yes.
Did I mention tough?
Yes.
Tough tune.
No, you need to say tough. You never said tough. Say tough again.
Oh, tough.
Yeah, that's a bad tune.
Story.
If I might say so myself. Hey.
What is the story?
This is okay. Let me give you a quick synopsis. So China Nicole.
Big ups to China, by the way.
China Nicole, big producer out of New York, China Nicole, and her king Gary Sutherland. So China reached out to me and said, I have this rhythm. I'm trying to put together this thing, and I'm looking for some female artists who are on the same mindset and on the same path and have the heart for what I want to do.
Right.
She told me, she gave me the song. She said, can you write a song for it? She send the rhythm. And I say, yeah, okay, it's all female album. I'm on board because I've always been saying, we females need to kind of band together a little more and try to
Yes.
help each other because it's too much. It's a male dominated industry.
It is.
And we women don't get the props as we should. And we have a lot of talented people and a lot of things to say and great talent out there, but just not being showcased. And not only that, there's crabs in a barrel mentality where you kind of fighting each other and
Right.
trying to one up each other. So anyway, long story short, I decided to jump on it when she said it, so I wrote the song. But my thought in writing that song, when I got the rhythm and I started hearing the words, I wanted to write a song about empowerment. Honestly, where I was in my heart at that time is several places. I was thinking of the plight of us as a people, and I'm talking about Black people right now.
Right.
I was thinking of where we are in this country, and that was the first point at which I started. Then it evolved into other things. I was thinking about the oppressiveness, the things that we've been through as a people, and how, regardless of what's going on, how it's like you really can't stay down and you really bounce back, and it no care what them do, them can't keep you down. So that's where I started. And then I thought about my own life experiences and stuff that came against me. And, when you thought you left for dead, you bounce back.
Right.
And you got back on your feet. And, I kept hearing the words tough like a diamond. I looked up the word diamond, and I started looking at really what makes diamond so tough. And then I start to think about titanium, because that's another, another, what do you
Strong
call that?
metal. Yes.
Metal that people talk about, and it's not easily damaged or destroyed. And I looked it up, and I say, yeah, tough like a diamond, and I say strong like titanium, and those are the words that just started. I say, yeah, that really typifies what we are, and a lot of times things just bounce off us. You hit us, and it just kind of bounce off, and we really stand up strong. And it's hard to tell why, but I think there's a core down inside of us. It's something that causes us to stand, even in the face of great oppression. We are still able to push through, and you hardly find a Black person jumping off a building and killing themselves because life gets too hard. You hardly find that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Black people don't make the news that way.
Not very often, So there's something to be said about our ability to withstand and to still shine. And put a
to
smile
be
on our
resilient, yes.
and to be resilient. So that's where those are the different things I was thinking about. So the thoughts keep coming, and I decided to just write and write and write. And it was a big, long thing when I write. I had to edit it down, to just get it to the song level, because there's so much more to the lyrics than what you heard.
So
Welcome,
how long?
Maurice.
So how long did it take you?
Oh, that
Because-
actually that didn't take me long, in terms of to write it, to actually get the time to go finish it and voice it and put it into
you had to cut it
the
down.
melody.
You had to cut it down first.
I had to
Because you
cut
had
it down.
all these
Listen,
ideas to it.
Words just come flowing out of me. It's like vengeance, but yeah.
So can we then look for a spin-off of Tough Like a Diamond?
You never know, because I'm mulling over it, but because there were so many other things that I didn't put in the song. But sometimes you can't put everything. You just have to, it's like
Sometimes you need
they
to
say,
provoke thought.
Less is more. Less is more. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to provoke the thought and to plant the seed.
Right. But I think where it's at is good. That the whole Kemet rhythm and the queens in the arena. Look how far people is big. It's big.
Yes,
It's so
yes,
nice. And big up China Nicole and Gary Sutherland for the rhythm. The Kemet new rhythm and look it up. Look up Kemet new. Look up Kemet. It's all about your blackness.
Mm-hmm.
Kemet,
Yes.
African land of the black people, and the earth, and all those things, the things that really typify us as a people. So and those are the things that I thought about, because you have to do your research too, when you're writing about. When I heard Kemet, I said, what on earth is Kemet? So
Right.
I
So you
went and looked
went
it
and
up
checked it out.
myself.
Right.
Yeah, even before China tell me anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, long story short, I had this is going to be a big, I'm telling you, it's going to be big, because I had so much opposition to purpose when I was trying to do this song.
Really? Like
I
what?
got
What were some of the
sick
things that you
three
faced?
times. I tell you, every time I was supposed to go voice the thing, I got knocked down with a piece of what you call it,
You had a
a
cold?
sinus infection. So
Oh.
till I couldn't talk, I couldn't sing, I could. It,
Wow.
I'm telling you, but I pushed through. As a matter of fact, when I was recording the song, I was on the tail end of a massive sinus infection, which sometimes you could hear a nasal sound. But it's all okay. It was in good timing. When it was done is when it was supposed to be done.
But here it comes back. The very same
Yes,
thing you're saying about you were actually living it.
living it right. The timing was right, and it's about to drop on February 22nd. People, hot off the press.
Mm,
Mitchabella, come on. Mitchabella is in the
yes.
room. She has her hot song on the rhythm as well. 13 wonderful
That is
track.
where I recognize the name from.
Yeah, Mitchabella. So yeah, she's also on the Queens, the Kemet New Rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Queens in the
In the
arena.
arena.
Look out for it. All queens, all African queens, all queens. No matter what kind of queens, African, it don't matter.
You're a
We're all
queen.
queens. You're all queens. Females in the industry.
Nice. And with
Nadine
your track,
Sutherland is on it.
y-
Pam Hall is on it. We're all
yes.
blazing this track.
And with your track, you had some help from Howard.
Yes, definitely. One thing you're gonna have to get used to my songs, them have to have some kind of horns in there, because I'm in love with the horns.
Bring the
I'm
horn.
bring the horns. Yeah, it goes without saying. And he put his own touch on that. Put
Beautiful.
his opening spin, and
Beautiful.
I think it's beautiful. If I might say so myself, very different.
And
So yeah.
it's because I'm partial to horns too. The introduction to my show starts with horns.
Yeah, your intro.
Yeah, intro to my
Okay.
show.
Cool. Yeah, man.
And
It's always good to have some kind of horns in your songs.
and again, I started out with brass.
Yeah,
So
right.
first love is drums, first instrument is brass. So I am partial to brass.
Yeah, it's fair to say I kind of have a little partiality there too.
Clearly. Clearly.
But
Big
yeah,
ups,
all
big
of
ups
my
Howard.
songs.
Big ups Howard.
Yeah, big up Howard Rick. Very, very talented. I'm not just saying that. I truly
You are biased.
enjoy his playing.
You are biased.
You have, yes, what am I going to say? My heart go boom boom.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
Hey, Kevin, you have to get his album. I have to plug that right there, because that you have to have it in your
Oh
collection.
yes. That I do need to have it. And I've been meaning to get it.
Yeah,
So
you gotta get it.
before this week is out, I need to have it.
Okay. We'll link you with that. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes. But guys, tough like a diamond. Kemet Rhythm, Queens in the Arena. Look out for it. February 22nd. Everything dropping hot off the press.
In fact, I am closing out our little chat right now and starting my musical therapy with that very track. Tough like a
Tough.
diamond.
Thank you, please.
Novelty, I want to thank you for taking the time out to share with us a little bit of you.
Oh, it was my pleasure, my dear. Thank you so much for having me. It was such fun. I just relax and put up my foot with my nice fluffy slippers and chat away.
You see, that's one of the joys of being on my show, you know. You don't have to come into studio and sit down and get on camera and whatever else.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can be you, and
Absolutely.
people can get to hear you.
Definitely. It was very welcoming. Thank you so much. The chat room was alive. I really enjoyed it.
Well, I thank you, and I thank Howard also for sharing the time.
Very much so. He's in the room too.
Yeah. So, you know, I have to give credit where credit is due. You know.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Kevin. It's really a pleasure. It was so nice meeting you and hugging you. You see how tight me hug you the other night? I was so glad to see you. When you hug, you must give a real good hug. That's how I believe.
Yes. I live by that. I live by that. Because so I've been told that, and from my experience too, that a hug can change someone's life.
Absolutely. Bring them back from the edge. Bring, and just give them what they need in the moment.
Yeah. And just like looking into someone's eyes, a hug, you can tell when it's real.
Yes. Absolutely.
And people, let me tell you, this woman give a real hug.
So be careful. Don't come. If you don't want to get hugged, don't come close. Oh Lord.
Hey, listen.
It was really nice, Kevin.
Thank you. You all have
pleasure.
a great night, and we're starting off our musical therapy, which is really important to me. This musical therapy segment. The whole show is therapy for me, But my little musical therapy segment puts the icing on the cake.
All right. So good night, everybody,
See?
and I'm going to go listen to my song now.
Here it is. MJ in the chat room. Kevin gives good hugs. Thank you, Millie.
All right.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you.
darling. Talk to you soon.
All right. Take care.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, novelty. And here it is. Hear the sweet, clean trumpet.
Tough like a diamond, strong like titanium. Tough like a diamond, knock me down, but I won't stay down. Tough like a diamond, strong like titanium. Knock me down, I get back on my feet. I'm strong like titanium. This is how I fight. This is how I fight. Flat footed on the ground. Flat footed on the ground. Can't keep me down. No, can't keep me down. Back broad, stand tall. Flat footed on the ground. Tough like a diamond. You know I'm strong like titanium. Tough like a diamond. Knock me down, but I won't stay down. Tough like a diamond. Strong like titanium. Knock me down, I get back on my feet. I'm strong like titanium.
This is how I fight back on my feet. Listen, novelty. Tough, tough, tough. Want to say thanks to Sarah Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show for sponsoring this segment of the show. It's called the Musical Therapy segment. And this is how I close out Community and Finance for tonight with musical therapy.
Tuna cat alongside China Nicole.
I wanna go to the arena, let me go. I will fight for your love, boy, let me go. Create love in the arena, let me go. Let me go, let me.
The son of China Nicole.
On the real done, let me go.
Junior Cat.
Give me good love, let me go. I wanna go to the arena, let me go.
It's called Love in the Arena.
Arena.
Zoom, 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 and I'm say I'm strongly. The girl them said them love her like a little baby. It's not Junior Gang nor Steve Marley, for this is China Nicole alongside the Wild Apache.
I put in my work as your woman, and I will fight for you. You're worth it all, it's true. Cause when we make love, the whole world explodes. Cause you're so passionate. It's like a vibes in the show when we make love in the arena. I wanna go to the arena, let me go. I will fight for your love, boy, let me go. Create love in the arena, let me go. Let me go, let me go. Because you are the real Don, let me go. And now you give me good love, let me go. I wanna go to the arena, let me go. Love in the arena.
Oh, Jah bless and me say no man curse. From me get to loving little girl, me stop search. I don't want to go around the universe, whether they dance or the party or even to the church. But remember in everything I me come first. Love you to me heart, I woulda never dish your dirt. And you know say more than money for your loving it worth. One man I take off your blouse and skirt. It no matter what they do but night, no matter what they say. Cause I love you in the night and then I love you in the day. The loving that you have, you know, but never go away. Cause I keep you for myself, and I'm gonna make you go astray.
I wanna go to the arena, let me go. I will fight for your love, boy, let me go. Create love in the arena, let me go. Let me go, let me go. Because you are the real Don, let me go. And now you give me good love, let me go. I wanna go to the arena, let me go. Love in the arena.
Loving her for right, you know your loving can't wrong. She nice and sexy and her body look strong. Woman, come let me take you to a sweet function. Sing some fits or even Disneyland. I am a real man, tell them we no sell con. That's why me want to carry her figure, show her me plan. I down Africa, which part we come from? I the deep blue sea with the pretty white sun. And take you to me house and make me show you me land. Me car and me bike and even me van. But I don't Ethiopia, me keep me diamond. You happy and you love it, you say bram, bram, bram. Ragamuffin Junior Cat for him at the wild Indian. Say China Nicola, she no stop sing song.
Ooh, you go all night, all night, all night, yeah. Ooh, Junior Cat, you loving and you kissing me all night, baby. Ooh, you go all night, all night, all night, yeah.
Diplomats, aristocrats, drive a dryland chorus, a top an iris. All kind of people have to live in this city. All kind of people have to live in this town.
I want to say happy Earth Day to this guy.
This country's not pretty.
Mr. AJ Boots Brown.
Such is the liberty that we live in, jam down.
Track called All Kinds of People.
It's no big secret, life ain't easy. So why make it harder? Look around you and ask yourself this question. What can I do to make it better? Maybe you can give up
your talents. Maybe you can give up your time. Maybe you can give up your knowledge, but not give it at all is the greatest of crime. There's all kind of people have to live in this city. All kind of people have to live in this town. But let me tell you, life in this country's not pretty. No, but such is the liberty that we live in. Jam down. Hey. African, Caucasian, Syrian and Asian and Indian. Out of many people, Jaja made us one. All kind of people have to live in this city. Yes, all kind of people have to live in this town. Let me tell you, life in this country's not pretty.
16 minutes to the top of the hour.
But such is the liberty that we live.
If you're just tuning in, welcome to the show. We're in the final segment, courtesy of the Wake Up and Live show.
In his own image.
Sir Rockwell kicks off
Rock
the Box live broadcast of the Wake Up and Live show, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Rockthebox.net.
It's time to take the bull by
and 41 other affiliate stations across the globe.
Make this country better. I know we can make it with our love. I know we can for the younger generation with the help from the Father up above. All kind of people have to live in this city. Yes, all kind of people have to live in this town. Let me tell you, life in this country's not pretty. No, but such is the liberty that we live in. Jam down.
Your friends are telling you they only wanna get in the way.
This is the sound of Joanna Marie.
It's been 5 years
featuring Lisa Danger.
I've been around you. And
Happy Earth Day, Joanna Marie.
extended some more.
Track is called Good Love.
The things you do to me, baby. You know I really like it, baby. Why don't you do me, boy? Do me some more.
This is Joanna Marie, and it's all about DJ Kevin Stew on the night show. If you're from Stew, check out Kevin Stew.
Never lost. Why don't you give me, boy, give me some more? Just remember that there'll never be another. You do me the way that you do. Oh, my love that we feel is so tender. Why don't you do me, boy, do me some more? Me find your charming, that's why I want you to be my darling. Hey, man, no one fit you, one fit we in a relationship. We are over, we don't fight, and so those who's up the way. Oh, my lover, oh, my darling, no, hear me.
Special.
10 more minutes to go.
Don't you listen to the things your friends are telling you?
Them warish.
Oh, they only wanna get in our way. It's been 5 years or more since I've been around you.
It goes on.
And I'm trying my best to extend it some more. 'Cause I like the things you do to me, baby. Why don't you do me so?
Reminding you that I'm back tomorrow. All being well, kevinstew.com will be back up and running. Tomorrow I'm back with Healthy Love. Community and Finance is on Mondays. Healthy Love on Tuesdays. Real Talk on Wednesdays. That's what happens on the night shift. 10 till midnight, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Makeup gets dressed up. Could not hide the scars inside.
Talk about timing.
Your sweetest smile, those pretty eyes could not.
You jump in the right time, Brethren. I want to say big ups to Hezron. New music coming from Hezron. It's called The Young Girl.
Pull up that DJ Kevin Sentinel say that.
You don't see the dancehall celebrity of DJ Kevin, the maddest DJ in town. Kick it like a ball, ED says so, gossip.
The thickest makeup can fancy dressed up. Could not hide the scars inside. Your sweetest smile, those pretty eyes could not disguise the hurt you feel inside. Young girl, said I don't wanna see you crying in the rain. Young girl, this world can get so crazy out there. One would say because you're so beautiful, you got it easy. But if telling you the half of the story, one would think your life must be so sunny and bright. Because your heart's so well the clouds behind. Said I don't wanna see you crying in the rain. No, young girl, this world can get so crazy out there. Well, I see a day to come, and this is much better than tomorrow. My sister, just keep the faith, no matter what the critics say. Hey, just remember,
Yeah, just keep the faith. No matter what.
I don't wanna see you pounding away. They don't know your pain. They just don't know. Oh, this world is so unfair. Young girl, said I don't wanna see you crying in the rain. No, young girl,
Stand firm, ever holding the order. Straight from Spain to Jamaica. Hey, sir, always try to
This is the sound of the real storm.
get her. Keep job beside you throughout stormy weather. Take every
Track called Live For Your Love.
treasure. You gotta feel this truth. I live for your love. I live for your love. Daily battles I rise above. Jah, I live for your love. Your love. I live for your love. I live for your love. I see your blood, I'm thinking of. Jah, I live for your love. Plant a seed and the garden will grow. Militant is my tempo. Dereliction won't bring in the dough. Miss and a song can I sing so. Non-stop, one mediocrity, I straight to the top. Heart of it stronger when it thunder clap. Trod into Zion and me nah rally back. Never missing the fact that I live for your love. I live for your love. Daily battles I rise above. Jah, I live for your love. I live for your love. I live for your love. Ethiopia, I'm thinking of. Jah, I live for your love. Oh, hey, Emmanuel.
Welcome, Muriel.
So I don't fear the monarchy. I when them rise to tsunami, they rather.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Emmanuel, I'm a daddy. So I don't fear the monarchy. I when them rise to tsunami, they rather most of the party. Lord, me say me not stop trying.
You're listening to The Real Storm.
I must hear my cry.
Track called Live For Your Love. New music coming to you from her.
My soul will never die. Marcus said before. I live for your love. I live for your love. Ethiopia, I'm thinking of. Jah, I live for your love. I live for your love. I live for your love. Ethiopia, I'm thinking of. Jah, I live for your love.
You always keep a smile on my face. And you always smile whenever me grip your waist. Baby girl, you take me to a place.
This is the sound of King Charles
All negativity I get erased. Girl, you make me want to be slow.
from his album Still Searching.
Really need to know now will you be
This is called Love You So.
even when I'm down and out. Girl, you should know I love you so.
This is how I bounce out to the show tonight. I want to thank you, each and everyone, for tuning in, for sticking around, for sharing.
And if you feeling me, just let
Novelty. Truly appreciate love you.
more than you ever know. What's on your heart? What's on your heart? What's on your heart? What's on your heart? Girl, you know I lay my heart down on the line to get a moment with you, just some of your time. And there is something that you should never forget. That I will be there for you till the very end. What's on your heart? What's on your heart? What's on your heart?
And DJ Kevin's true. Pull up that song, I like it. But
If you insist. But I truly gotta go. Because this is the end of the show. Catch y'all tomorrow. We'll do it again.
A smile on my face.
Peace, love. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you, wherever you are in the world.
Baby girl, you take me to a place.
Take care.
Fun happiness, all negativity I get erased. Girl, you make me want to be slow. And baby girl, me really, really, really need to know now. Will you be there for me even when I'm down and out? Girl, you should know I love
moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.